Hey, Frank, what did you notice about this game compared to the last game, and just kind of how it went, and how you think that's something that not necessarily is something that moves forward, but what do you take out of it?
Well, I thought we played a better basketball game this time around. We had to fight from behind the entire game last time we played these guys. Had to have a big fourth quarter, but I felt like we were in control of the whole game, even when they were making runs in the fourth quarter. I felt like we still had the game under control. I thought AD's 46. What did he have? He had 40 what the first time?
41, I think.
41 the first time. And I felt like we force-fed him far less in this game. I thought he got most of it in flow. Diverse attack, free throws, the three-point line, transition, rolls to the basket, post. He just scored in every way that you can. And, so it was definitely a different feel than last game.
Just mention, including the Phoenix game, but just how about with the bench, and how much do you want to sort of trust them in some essence, and then also have LeBron and AD back in? How do you work that out throughout a game?
Yeah, well, it's not just the bench. Our second unit has LeBron or AD in it, and those guys got to do that whole unit. Just whatever unit is in there to close the third and to start the fourth. Tonight it was more to start the fourth. We just got to do better. We got to execute more. We got to guard better. Got to knock down shots. We got to not be hesitant. I thought we were hesitant and not aggressive, which is a little different than last game. But the other team's going to keep playing. They're going to keep fighting. They're going to throw new guys in there, fresh guys, and we got to understand that that's how teams are going to be when they're down 20, and got to continue to get better.
Frank, you mentioned a lot of AD's points coming in flow today, but first minute and a half of the game, 3 quick touches, 3 quick baskets for him. Another hot first quarter. That seems like that's been consistent. How big is that for the remainder of the game to really get him those double-digit scoring quarters?
Yeah, I mean, when he gets an easy bucket or two early in the game, I think that sets a tone for the rest of the night. And we had a simple play to get him going early, and it worked, and we ran it 2 or 3 times to have success with it. So I think that sets a tone.
Hey, Coach, over here. We haven't seen a lot of the lineup. You finished, I think, maybe it was the second half with you had KCP, Green, Avery, and then LeBron and AD. Can you share what you thought of that lineup and what was the impetus of that?
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that you have to contain the basketball and try to take away the three. So they play small, and we wanted to sort of counter that, especially when we had a lead. Obviously, when we're fully healthy, there's a lot of different ways we can go. We have one of our centers in there. We're gonna have Kuz in there at the 4. We're gonna have 3 of our wings the way we did, where Danny just sort of plays offensively at the 4. But to be small and to counter their hard drive and kick game, their transition game, those guys were great to help secure the victory.
Frank, as you've been playing LeBron, some with the second unit, obviously he's still going to have the ball a lot in his hands. So how does that affect Rajon Rondo's kind of rotation, and where do you think Rondo's been these last couple of weeks for you guys?
We want to be able to run some lineups out there where LeBron's not having to do everything in terms of bringing the ball up and initiate every play. So Rondo is that guy. Sometimes it's Alex. Alex was out, so Doe's got to come in and and run those looks, and I think he's doing a really good job with it. We haven't had success the last 2 games with those units, but I think Rondo's doing a good job.
Frank, you've got some highway behind you with AD now, been together for a while. In a game like this, do you see him? Did he do anything over the course of the game today to show you that this game meant something to him, that it was his former team? I know it's the second one, but is there something where he lets on that it's a little bit personal?
Not really. In fact, I felt like it was the opposite throughout the day. It felt like just another game. With shoot around and pregame and all that stuff. To me, just noticing him and our whole team, it felt like more of a much more emotional game. The first time he played back in New Orleans than tonight. I think tonight was just about getting a win, regardless of who we're playing, and so that's how it felt.
Frank, you made a point, I think, this year of making sure that everybody gets a chance to kind of be part of it and get a few minutes here and there, even if they're not regularly in the rotation. What's the balance for you, though, between trying to develop continuity, especially with the second unit, and also making sure that guys are on the floor and ready to play and able to play.
Yeah, I mean, you want to have as much stability as you can, and with those rotations, with those lineups, and we've actually been afforded because of our health more stability than a lot of teams have had, and a lot of teams I've been a part of have had, where you have guys that you're not sure about what their role is going to look like, or you have guys in and out of the lineup, and they've had a pretty consistent look at what that second unit looks like. There's two forms of it, one with AD at the 5 and one with LeBron, playing alongside with Rondo. And, there's always a balance between, giving opportunities and making sure there's enough stability, to have success.